How many of you have been to a national park before? Who's been to Yosemite, Yellowstone, Sequoia, Redwood? How about the Grand Canyon? The Everglades? Death Valley? Crater Lake? I see you way in the back over there. These are 8 of the 58 national parks in the United States. Imagine walking in the desert, looking at big, huge boulder formations. The feeling is nice and warm. The sun's out. There's wildlife all over. There's exotic plants growing to your left and to your right. What I just described to you is Joshua Tree National Park. How many of you have heard of Joshua Tree National Park? Alright, and out of you, how many of you are from Southern California? My name is Alan Vrees, and I live in Southern California, next to this beautiful park. I have volunteered many hours cleaning this park, and I have spent many hours also viewing it as a tourist. At first, I didn't know what the park was about. Someone finally told me what it was about, and I became curious. So I started to look up some information about what is it that I can actually do at this park. I want you to ask yourself, what will I learn about Joshua Tree National Park by the time I am done speaking? You will learn a few of the events that you can do at Joshua Tree National Park. You will also learn about the wildlife and species that live inside the park also. How many of you have been camping before? How many of you would like to go camping? Imagine going camping where you could see true desert terrain, beautiful scenery, wildlife everywhere. Joshua Tree National Park can accommodate 10 to 60 people. That's perfect for those extended families on nice family vacations. Each campsite contains picnic tables and fire grates, so you can cook your s'mores all night if you'd like. There are some campsites that have water and flushable toilets if that's one of your concerns. However, there are no showers at the campgrounds. Another event that you could do at Joshua Tree National Park is rock climbing. Imagine you and your buddy are on the side of a giant boulder. You're climbing it one grasp at a time. You're at the top. You reach and you grab the top. You pull yourself up onto the top of it. You help your friend up. Both of you stand there and you take a look at your scenery. What do you notice? You notice the beautiful scenery of Joshua Tree National Park. The view from the top of the boulders is one that you have to experience for yourself. There are over 400 rock formations, and there are over 8,000 climbing routes. Joshua Tree National Park recently opened up the availability for climbers to climb. Now there are hundreds of climbers that climb each weekend. One thing you want to remember, you want to have proper training. You want to make sure you bring 1 gallon of water for every hour you plan to be out there. And you also want to have safety equipment. Enough rope, enough clips, even a flare gun in case you think you're going to be that far out into the wilderness. Another thing that you could do at Joshua Tree National Park is go and do nature walks. Nature walks in Joshua Tree National Park are peaceful. They're beautiful. You get to see wildlife all around you. and it's a good place to just free your mind. There are 10 trails in Joshua Tree National Park. On one of the trails, you can see the San Andreas Fault. On another trail, you can see the water tank that was there originally when the cattle ranchers first settled there. My personal favorite, I like to see the crazy shapes of the Joshua trees. They are, in fact, only grown in 2 places in the world. My personal experience on these trails, on these nature walks, is the one called 49 Palms. You ascend up the mountain, around, back down. It's a pretty winding trail. And once you get to the end, the scenery is beautiful. There's a pond, there's palm trees, there's lots of wildlife, and it's something that you need to treat yourself to if you do enjoy walks. So now that we've talked a little bit about what there is to do in Joshua Tree National Park, let's talk about what type of wildlife exists in the park.